Many players in the NBA today are able to succeed simply by relying on their athleticism and natural talent. The NBA has some of the tallest and most athletic people in the world on its rosters, and some of them seem like they were born to play basketball on the biggest stage. On the other hand, there are also a lot of players who must use their smarts and focus on fundamentals of the game to gain an edge on the court. They might not be the tallest or strongest or have the highest vertical jump or longest wingspan, but they find a way to produce for their teams no matter what. Today, we're going to go over the top 10 NBA players with the highest IQ. Make sure to watch until number 1 because it might not be who you'd expect. And as always, remember to subscribe for more NBA content. Kyle Lowry leads off this list coming in at number 10. The longtime Raptors point guard has stayed loyal to his team despite the departures of stars Kawhi Leonard and DeMar DeRozan. And he's led Toronto to yet another playoff berth in 2020. This season, Lowry is averaging 19.7 points and 7.7 assists per game while shooting 41% from the field and 35% from three. The 29-year-old veteran has always been undersized at 6 feet tall, but his ability to use his strength and ball handling to get into the paint is uncanny. Once he gets inside, he's an expert at forcing the defense to commit to either guarding him or jumping out to the wing. Either way, Lowry makes the opposite decision and finds a way to get his team on the board. At number 9, we have Domantas Sabonis, the Pacers' young big man who was having the best season of his career before the season was postponed. Sabonis earned his first trip to the All-Star game in February, and he was putting up 18.5 points, 12.4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game for Indiana, all career highs. Sabonis already has 98 more assists this season than he did last season, a testament to the development of his passing ability. He's become an expert at feeding teammates from the high post. Defenders have to guard his jump shot as well, so he's able to break down opposing defenses completely by catching the ball in that spot. Number 8 is Bam Adebayo, who was also a first-time All-Star for the Eastern Conference this year. The Kentucky product has evolved since his time in college, transitioning from a one-dimensional rebounding and shot-blocking big man to an all-around basketball player, making a difference on both ends of the floor. This season, he's averaging 16.2 points, 8 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game for the Miami Heat. Adebayo is undersized for a center at 6'9", but he uses his improved ball handling skills and impressive court vision to break down defenders and make plays for his team. He's a big reason why the Heat will be in the playoffs in 2020. At number 7 is Lonzo Ball, the Pelicans' new starting point guard. Ball has thrived with his new team thus far, putting up 12.4 points, 7 assists, and 6.2 rebounds per contest. Ball has arguably the best court vision in the NBA, and he showed it off with some eye-popping full-court passes to his teammates this season. Rookie Zion Williamson and former Lakers teammate Brandon Ingram have especially benefited from these dimes from Lonzo. Ball will lead the Pelicans' charge to take the 8th seed in the West from the Grizzlies in August. If he can continue to facilitate the ball like he has so far, they just might have a chance to make the playoffs. Rajon Rondo comes in at number 6, which is no surprise to any NBA fans who have been around long enough to get to know him. Rondo has been one of the league's top passers for essentially his entire 15-year career, earning a reputation for his creativity with the ball and ridiculous assist numbers. Since he entered the lounge, Rondo has averaged 5 assists or more in every year except for his rookie campaign. He averaged double-digit assists in 5 of those years. Rondo has had a reduced role off the bench for the Lakers this season, but he's still giving them 7.1 points and 5 assists per contest. The 34-year-old has had to rely on his floor general abilities more than ever, sacrificing speed and athleticism for a more methodical approach. Still, he's proven he can be a productive member of a team that appears bound for a championship in the fall. Kemba Walker comes in at number 5. The Celtics point guard has not disappointed since arriving in Boston to replace Kyrie Irving, averaging 21.2 points and 4.1 assists per game. He's led the Celtics to another postseason berth, and he'll be tasked with leading their young players when the playoffs begin. Even in his 9th season, Walker is still arguably the best pick-and-roll point guard in the game. He uses his small 6-foot frame to his advantage, ducking underneath taller defenders to finish at the rim time and time again. He's always been an underrated passer as well, and he's displayed his basketball IQ with his talented new teammates many times this season. Luka Doncic comes in at number 3 on the list, and it would be impossible to make such a list without the young phenom on it. The 6'7" point guard from Slovenia has been a game changer for the Mavericks, winning Rookie of the Year in his first season and making the All-Star game in his second. Doncic is even an MVP candidate now, averaging 28.7 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 8.7 assists per game. But it's not uncanny athleticism that allows him to put up these absurd numbers. It's his ability to utilize his size and smarts to affect every aspect of the game. Doncic has repeatedly shown off his passing ability, breaking down defenders off the dribble before kicking the ball out to open shooters with ease. His shooting touch is even better than anyone could have imagined, and he frequently breaks out his signature step back to create space and knock down jumpers. The European style of basketball has treated him well, and he's translating to the NBA even faster than everyone thought. Number 3 on this list is Nikola Jokic, the Nuggets superstar center. Jokic, who is still only 25 years old, is one of the most underrated big men in the NBA. Not only that, but he's probably the best passing center in the league. At the moment, he's putting up 6.9 assists to go along with 20.2 points and 10.2 rebounds per game. Jokic has never been an especially quick or athletic big man, but he's crafty in the post and he knows how to utilize his size and length to beat his defenders. When he's double-teamed in the post, he always finds the open shooter. When there's only one man on his back, he finds a way to go around him and score. Jokic has a bright future right now. Draymond Green comes in at number 2 on the list. The Warriors forward has experienced a slight dip in his numbers this season, but that can be chalked up to Golden State's injury issues and the young players they've had to unexpectedly throw out onto the court. Green is only 6'6", but he's often tasked with playing power forward or even center in the Warriors' small ball lineups. He's made a living setting up his teammates with perfectly timed screens and crisp passes within the team's fast-paced offense. This season, he's putting up 8 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 6.2 assists per game. It seems inevitable that those numbers will increase once Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson return next year. Nonetheless, Green continues to show why he's a 3-time All-Star and 3-time NBA champion every time he's on the floor. Number 1 on this list had to be the legendary point guard Chris Paul. Though he's 35 years of age now, Paul is still dominating opposing point guards as a new member of the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's putting up 17.7 points and 6.8 assists per game this year, and he even made the West's All-Star team again. On top of that, he has the Thunder primed for another playoff berth. At 6'1", Paul has never been a physically imposing player, yet he's always managed to get his teammates open using stop-and-go dribble moves and the occasional pick and roll. Of all the players on this list, CP3 needs the least help when it comes to getting himself or his teammate an open shot. He's been doing it for years against guys that are bigger, stronger, and more athletic than him, and he'll continue to do it for the foreseeable future. Remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on content, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.